Hey guys, I hope you're all well. So I just thought I'd do a quick intro before the video you're going to watch, because a lot of it's, well, just about all of it's dash cam and there's no real commentary. So we got called out to a vehicle rescue yesterday afternoon. Old mate there got himself caught on link track number 1 at Mount Macedon, which is usually not that bad a track to sort of go up. But due to all the rain we've had recently, it's actually quite dangerous. So it's not a good track to be on at the moment. We usually get called out to link track number 2, is where people get themselves into all sorts of strife. But he's tried to go up link track number 1. So we've gone out there to support the SES, local SES unit. And then when we got there, we discovered that there was already a police unit on scene, plus another vehicle. So instead of going down link track number 1 from Baringo Road, which you can see on the map here, that would have been quite dangerous given the conditions, and we didn't know exactly where the vehicle was at this point, and it's quite steep. So I took the SES in another way, and then once I got them into where we needed to be, they took the lead, and we proceeded to go where we needed to go. And what made it really interesting is that once we got up there, by the time we'd churned up the track getting to the casualty, it was very slick for us to get out. Now, there's only, and the camera doesn't show this, but there's only the slightest of slants on this particular track. But once you take the top off it, it's like trying to drive on an ice skating rink made of mud, and it was creating all sorts of issues for us. We couldn't keep going up for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's very, very steep up the top, and so basically you'd have to be on the pedal all the way up. But once you get up the top and up and over, you're straight onto Baringo Road. There's nowhere for you to stop, and you've got a big bloody embankment in front of you, and you're not going to stop in time before you hit that. You can't stop just before the gate there and slowly edge out, because you'll just start sliding back given the conditions we had. So we had to bring him down the way he went up, and we managed to do so successfully. So hope you enjoy the vid, and look, I'll see you for the next one. It was great fun, I have to admit. It was great fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it highlights extra gear. And this is the beauty of it. Every job I go out to, especially ones like this, it highlights a few bits of extra gear that I now require, and there are going to be a couple of bits of kit that I'm going to add to what I've already got. So again, enjoy the vid, and kudos to the local SES unit in Gisborne there. They did a great job, and of course the Victoria police officer who was with us throughout there and giving us a hand. So thumbs up to everybody. We all got out. Enjoy what you're watching. So we're just going to a vehicle rescue at the top of Mount Macedon there that we've been told about. I believe the Gisborne SES are heading out there also, so we'll go out there and support them. A vehicle on link track number 1, which is unusual because it's usually link track number 2 that everybody gets caught on. So we'll shoot out there and see what's going on and see if we can be of any assistance. So I just thought I'd give you guys a bit of running commentary. So as you can see here, we've got a rope attached onto the back of the SES unit, and so I've got 30 metres of rope on the winch, and then I've got a 30 metre extension as well. So now you may think that I'm actually winching the vehicle and we're probably standing a bit too close to the cable, but what I am in fact doing is making sure that the back end of the vehicle doesn't slip down to the right there. So the vehicle was coming back on its own propulsion, so to speak, so there was no problems there, but we just wanted to make sure that the back wasn't going to slip down, because that was the big drama just there. And to the right of the unit that you can see in front of us there, it slips down and it goes straight down, and that's due to recent trees falling and so forth in the June storms. So yeah, and then once we got the unit to a certain spot, he was basically able to come back out on his own. And so if you have a look there, so we've got the SES unit out,
and then the vehicle in front of that is just sort of teetering on the edge, and that's where we were all coming unstuck. It was basically just that one spot there, and probably another spot just behind my vehicle. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very challenging just to get out of there, but you know, once we had it done and got past the fiddliness of it all, we all reversed down the rest of the rest of the track very, very easily, and on our way out, although you know, it took a bit of time to get, what are we looking at, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's, yeah, 5 vehicles in there. And so once the SES unit was out, we're getting the Land Cruiser out that was in front of it, and you'll see just as it gets down towards the end here, you're going to see how slippery it is, although it doesn't look like it is from the camera. But yeah, it's just crazy. There is no traction there whatsoever, just in that final little bit, and all the vehicle wants to do is just creep, you know, when it gets to a certain point down the bottom there. So, but anyway, that was okay. So we got 2 out, and we've got 2 to go. So as I start to head up to winch out the police vehicle, I think is the next one to come out. You can see here, like I'm just going sideways as I'm trying to climb, and it's not even that big of a hill, but it's just slanted just enough that you know, it makes it a little bit of a challenge, but that's okay. That's all right. We got it done. And again, you know, just holding on to the back of the police vehicle, so I can essentially steer the back. I'm snatching off a tree at this point, and I can steer the back towards the left-hand side of where we are, and then that's going to enable him to get back to where I am and then down the hill again. So this is probably the best example of just what we were facing coming out of this track. So this is the police vehicle coming down, and you'll see he did a stellar job, just by the way. I had to stop halfway and readjust and then come back down, but he's done it in one fell swoop. But if you watch it carefully, you can just see that all it wants to do is start creeping to the right, and then every now and again you've got to give it a bit of pedal, and then come down. But I was pretty impressed with this as he comes down, and he'll start to get towards the T or the crossroads where we are, and you know, this is just my opinion, but as far as I'm concerned, he got all the way down there and parked it like a boss.
What an epic recovery effort that was. So turned out just to be a rescue of a motor vehicle. The SES were called out, the police were already out here, and just where he was, it was just crazy because of all the rain we had. We all got stuck, myself included. It was a bit of a challenge to get myself out first. I was able to get the SES vehicle out next, and the police vehicle, and then of course once we'd got old mate in the van there sorted, he was actually able to drive out. So, yeah, go figure. But anyway, just goes to show the conditions. They are very, very slippery out in the regional park at Macedon at the moment, and driving on any of the tracks at this point in time, especially link track number 1 and link track number 2, would not be advisable, because you can get yourself into a world of poo real quick. So hope you guys enjoyed the vid, and look forward to you guys tuning in next time when I make another one. So take care.